Good morning, everybody. Dr. Camelli here. Got a lot of good feedback from the last video. Still getting people, especially adults, calling in, wanting help with things that are really not going away. With this weather change, a ton of people are getting inflammatory type responses. They're not only just getting sick, but they're getting inflammation. And they're getting inflammation in places that are affected by barometric pressure. So when we see the pressure drop and the weather starts to get colder, people who have old injuries or arthritis, they're really having a rough time this time of year. So we've been flooded the last 2 weeks with people coming in, not just with immune system issues, but with this issue of inflammation. And one of the things that we do, like we spoke about in the last video, is we give people preventative herbal extracts to help build their immune system up. The other thing that we see, anyone north of Atlanta, Georgia, is going to suffer from vitamin D deficiency. And I tell people this, there's an expert out there, some of you know him, Dr. Joe Mercola. He talks about not doing vitamin D supplementation and going and moving to a beach, which he did. He used to practice outside of Chicago. He went down to Florida and he walks, I think, 3 hours a day in his Speedos, barefoot on the beach. And he brags about not having to use vitamin D supplementation because he gets his vitamin D up naturally. If you guys are like us and you live north of Florida and you're not walking around outside in your Speedos, you're gonna wanna do a good vitamin D supplementation, okay? The last 1,000 blood works that I've done on vitamin D, less than 2% were in a normal range. When I say normal range, the ranges that turn on Alzheimer's are when you drop below 50. Okay, so on your vitamin D, you'll see the range is 30 to 100. We want you guys to be up over 50 to keep heart disease shut off. 70% of all cancers are prevented when you start going over 50 and closer to 100. Women's issues with osteopenia and osteoporosis, you want to get that vitamin D up. Immune system, the best antiviral vitamin you'll ever come across is vitamin D. Okay, so vitamin D is one that I tell people to do on a regular basis. The ones that we use, it's very hard to get your D just through whole food supplements. The one that we use is from Physica Energetics. It is called Solray D. The reason we use this one, it's a liposome. Now, liposomal vitamins are amazing. We have a lot for children and elderly who can't swallow capsules and tablets. This is already broken down. If you have a weak digestive tract, you can't swallow pills, capsules, and you get stuck in your throat, this thing gets absorbed within a minute or two. It doesn't even reach your stomach or your liver. It goes right into your bloodstream, right to the receptor sites, affecting your immune system function. So remember, things that block vitamin D, clothing, chemtrails. They're spraying chemtrails constantly in the sky to reflect the UV. Remember, the UV is what gets the vitamin D turned on through your skin. That's how you produce vitamin D. Darker skinned people, you need more vitamin D. You don't make it when you get sunlight exposure. So if you're wearing sunscreen, you're blocking all your vitamin D production. So you have to understand that you're getting your D blocked in many different ways. Electromagnetic fields, like through cell phones and Wi-Fi. Remember, that deranges your vitamin D receptors. It actually torques them to the point to where even if you have vitamin D floating around, it doesn't dock in the receptor site. So I tell people, if they don't know their blood D, do 5 pumps of Solray D. This has K2 as well, so this is a D3 K2 combination, and it's liposomal. Immediate absorption under your tongue. 1 pump is 1,000, so I have people do 5 pumps a day. They do 5,000 D3, and then it has 180 micrograms of K2. And if you're full-on deficient and you have the blood work to show that you're under 50, we have people doing 10 pumps a day to start bringing their D levels up into normal range so they get immune protection against viruses, against cancers, and against a lot of other issues. So if you guys need any information, please reach out. But this is an amazing product. It's been a lifesaver for many, many people. So if you have questions, let me know. Have a great day.